James Elder, IFL TV, in association with Matt Jim Mabauer. We've now got promoter Tom Loeffer. We're here in Monte Carlo. It seems not that long ago we was here for Murray Golovkin.
Murray Golovkin was a terrific fight here in Monte Carlo.
It was, mate. How you been keeping, Tom?
Great. We loved the reception at the O2 in London. We love to bring Gennady back to the UK. I was talking to Eddie the other night. Potential FROCH fight. We're working on it. Chipping away on it.
Possibility.
I mean, he's retired, but I think the longer it goes, I think there could be some interest. Eddie's interested. Eddie wants to do a big event, and I think we can break. Well, I know we can break FROCH's record for 80,000 tickets. So I think it'll be a huge fight.
It would take something like that to bring FROCH back, especially as he's had his nose complete as well since retiring. I don't think fight is probably not the last thing he's probably thinking about.
But I think a fight like that could inspire him. That's what Eddie says, and Eddie wants to put together big events, and that's a huge event. And we were kind of half joking, half not, but you know there was so much interest when I sent out that tweet that and Ortiz just won a decision, but I think there would be massive interest in that fight.
Let's talk a little bit about GGG. We was hoping to see him in action before the year ends with the likes of Danny Jacobs in the frame. What's sort of going on with that?
Well, we wanted to do that fight December 10th in New York. Now it looks like it's going to be next year. Just working out the details with Al Heyman and trying to make a fair deal for both guys. And as soon as we can finalize everything, we hope to have an announcement.
Anthony Joshua, Vladimir Klitschko. We're hearing that it's done, or sort of April, May sort of time. Can you give us any confirmation or tell us anything on that?
No confirmations on that fight, but I know both guys want that fight, and I think Eddie, and we should have an announcement pretty soon. I mean, look, AJ has his fight coming up. You never can overlook anything, but if that fight gets made, that's going to be a huge fight, not only in the UK but internationally. Like I've always said, you have a heavyweight championship fight, and that really trumps everything as far as the international interest.
It's a real shame what's happened with Tyson Fury and him having to give up his belts, having put on such a great performance to beat Klitschko out in Dusseldorf. Where do you sort of stand on that? What are your thoughts on Tyson's situation?
Yeah, it's hard for me to comment on that. We have a lot of respect for Fury as far as what he accomplished against Vladimir. He accomplished something that nobody had done for over 10 years. So I don't know all the details of what he was going through and everything like that, but we just wish him the best, and whatever he's going through, hopefully he can come back in the ring and fight again. But he showed a lot of heart against Vladimir, and I know Vladimir wanted to get his titles back from Fury, which he won't be able to now, but that opens up the doors for AJ fight.
If the AJ Klitschko fight does happen, where do you think it makes the most money? Where is it viable? We know Klitschko's got an immense following out in Germany. You know the UK scene, having come over to the O2 with Kell Brook and Golovkin, how big that is. Where do you think it's more likely to take place?
I mean, it was great. It was great being in the UK. Vladimir's manager is talking to Eddie about that, so I think it's just a matter of where it makes the most financial sense. But it'd be interesting. I think anywhere, either in Germany or the UK. But either way, it's going to be a huge fight.
If we can put in a contract agreement that FROCH is not to be punched on the nose, do you think that could make the fight that a little bit easier to do?
FROCH is a big guy, really big guy, and Gennady, just like when he fought Kell Brook. Kell's here in the audience. He came here to support Martin, who put on a great show against Triple G. But that would be a great fight. I mean, like I said, the response on social media, just sending out the one tweet when I was talking to Eddie, was it's big, and I think that's one fight that can lure Carl out of retirement.
Carl Froch is a massive IFL TV fan. He watches the channel regularly.
Yeah.
He once told us how great it was, the fact he could watch all the weigh-ins in one place. He was well pleased about that. So tell him directly yourself, Tom. Tell him to get the fight signed. You know what I mean?
Look, Eddie said he can make the fight as long as Carl wants to make the fight. So, like I said, if anyone's going to bring Carl out of retirement, it's Triple G. We saw the response with the Kell Brook fight. And a fight with FROCH, I think, would break the record that he made with against Groves. So that would be one fight we're definitely interested in. focused on the mandatory right now with Jacobs. But if there's a chance to do the fight with FROCH, we're all for it.
What do you make of rumours that Saul Canelo Alvarez is waiting on GGG to get old? He's waiting on him to age before he sort of considers making that fight, or his team around him, more to the point, consider that fight logical. What's your reaction to that?
Well, we're still in discussions with Golden Boy, and we're shooting for September 2017. It would have been great to do it this year, 2016, but that's a huge fight. That from a pay-per-view standpoint, is probably the biggest fight right now. So we're working on trying to make that fight, and that's a huge fight. So right now the good thing is that there's a lot of options for Triple G, a lot of great options. He's got to beat, he's got to first beat Danny Jacobs first. Gennady's clear to the top middleweight. Danny Jacobs is the number 2 middleweight, and so if he can overcome that, there's a lot of great options out there for Gennady. Whether it's Canelo, Chavez is talking about fighting now. DeGale looks like DeGale against Jack is a great fight. Ramirez is talking about fighting him now. So now it looks like finally the doors are opening where some of the big names are actually willing to not only talk about fighting him, but actually getting in the ring with fighting him. So that's the only thing we can hope for is actually having someone not only talk about Triple G, but actually get in the ring with him.
Is that a credit to the job that you guys have done with him? The fact that he brings big money now, he brings the big drama show. It's very viable to fight face Golovkin and lift up your own profile at the same time.
Well, it's a combination. It's a great team effort. Promoting him internationally, but also, it's his performances in the ring. He's got 23, 24 knockouts in a row now. His song is coming on right now, but it's just the fans know when he's in a fight, he's in a fight. He's going to bring all action. He even gets to mix it up. In order to throw a punch, he'll actually take some punches. We saw that with the Daniel Geale fight where he got hit and then he knocked out Daniel Geale. So it's, and in the UK, between fighting Matthew Macklin, between fighting Murray, between fighting Kell Brook, he's really built up a big fan base in the UK. So you gotta credit him as far as his willingness to put on an exciting show.
Listen, it's great to get you back on the channel. Hopefully we catch you again real soon at a big drama show.
I was looking for Coogan, but James, it's great to be on IFL TV.
Thank you very much, Tom, and I'll see you again real soon.
Tell Carl we said hello.
I will. I'm sure he'll watch this.
Great.